What's up, everybody? Hi, Bruno. Thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Good to see you using an Alice. I'm trying. I'm going to use this one here today, and then I'm using the only other Alice I own tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can get used to it. I'm slowly, I've been using it all day. It's been pretty good. I still can't change the LEDs. Nothing I can do. I'll probably message Bolsa about it, but I have no idea what's going on with this. Other note, well, I'll actually tell you guys the other note later on, but just finished my Envoy. It's got a palm plate and case foam with obscuras, and it's loud. Do you like it? Did you get a key review, a review unit for the Keyless 65? Not that I saw. This is a Bolsa Alice. I built this a long time ago, but it's a prototype, so I think there was a few things like not intended with this. It's a nice board. I think it's like cute looking. Here, I'll show you guys. I think it's good. Like, it looks nice from the top-down view, like really nice. But how are you guys? Are you guys doing okay? Is everyone doing all right? Returning to a Newfie Halo 65 for a returning Tofu 60, dude. Can't go wrong, man. Even the 2.0 is not too bad. This is technically my third stream of the day. Yeah, I mean, I knew today was gonna be pretty heavy stream day wise. So you guys saw me do co-working with me, so that's pretty much all I did. More times than Teja this whole year. Damn, that's crazy. No, you look good from the top down. Thanks, I appreciate you. Always enjoy the co-working streams. I'll do more of those. Like, I'm gonna practice this Alice, and then once I get a little bit more comfortable with this one, just because I like the look of this right now, like on my desk. I don't know why, I just do. Maybe it's the keycap set. I'm gonna swap over to the Alyssa, and then try to use that for like the next week or two.
Turgid mayonnaise.
Dirty Gingy, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for being here. What kind of mayonnaise are those? 2 streams in a day? Yeah. This Alice, the Duelist, and the TJR Alice are 3 Alices I really want to get. Yeah, this is a pretty one. I really like this keycap set on it. I think this looks so freaking nice, dude. Any chance you'll be building a Type K? Yes. It's literally being shipped to me right now. I think I'm gonna do it next week. I'll sneak it in next week or something. This is actually from Novel Keys. Again, I work for them, so just take what I say with a grain of salt. This is Kikobo Glacier. It's really grown on me. I really like this set out of all the Kikobo sets that I've seen so far. Alex in that Type K, that Type AF. Thank you, dude. Type K's Pog, but the short GB screwed me. But a short GB screwed me? What happened? Whoa, what happened? Kikobo's so nice. Kikobo is definitely like, some of their sets are fucking awesome. And then I've seen some of their sets be like, eh. Like, there's small issues that I'm not too sure why they're inconsistent with them. But to me, the best ABS, hands down. Like, I'm not trying to incite an argument with anyone, but I still think GMK is the best. Regardless of what anyone thinks about lead times, whatever, I haven't seen an ABS set better than what GMK can produce. So I usually still prefer GMK for my ABS plastics. I like them too much. No way, that's pretty cool. Just ordered Dots. Dots is nice. Dots is a nice set. It's one of those sets that I've always been on the fence about picking up, but I've just never pulled the trigger on. Evil Eye. B9 would be nice on this too. But yeah, we're going to be building a Sonnet today for a client with some Gazoo U4T switches that I spring swapped for 70 gram earlier today. I went through all of them again just to like make sure I liked them all. So Tiger, dude, I really appreciate the tier 1, man. Thank you so much. 70 gram, yeah, this is a lot heavier than I'm personally used to, but it's not for me. It's for a client. Definitely heavy though, but it feels good with the 70 grams. That will wash out the tactile bump. Yeah, you can definitely feel it's slightly washed it out. Like, even hearing it with no lube on the leg, it feels like a very moderate bump now, which these switches, they're actually a pretty harsh bump. But by no means does it feel linear. It just doesn't feel as like harsh. I still kind of like it though. It's kind of nice. Steve West, thank you so much for the tier 1, man.
Good evening, Alex. Hope you're doing well, pal.
Doing pretty good today. A lot of work. I mean, I did 3 streams today, technically. So I think I'm doing almost like 8 hours of streaming. Almost. Well, actually, maybe 6 or 7 hours. I'm going a little too overboard. Now, I have no idea what color this Sonnet is at all. This client also sent me a Jane, which I have to go back and fix up for the client. I guess they built it and they want different switches on it. Also a nice color scheme. This is the gold and gunmetal. Wait, is this this is brass? It's kind of heavy. Maybe this is the brass one. Ooh, this is kind of nice, actually. Actually, I really like this color scheme. Very sweet case. I love gunmetal keyboards. Love them. I think they're so pretty. Looks so fucking nice. Yeah, this is very, very pretty. I'm very into this. Actually, let's put this box nicely away. That's a nice butt. The side profile of this board is really pretty, and it's config like this as well. Oh, also, you know the Cupid 65 we built? Apparently, I think I was telling you guys earlier, the cable is supposed to be fed from the top case through the bottom out where the battery is. They told me that I essentially installed it not the ideal way, but then I was thinking about it and I actually tried earlier. It's still kind of tricky to install that way. I'll show you guys what I mean. I'm gonna probably do not a rebuild, but just like a revisit of the Cupid this weekend. Maybe we'll pull it out on Sunday. But it's still kind of tricky to build it that way there. So I'm not still in love with the way that they have that going on, but it is what it is. All right, let's grab all this stuff out of here. We have our accent and weight, which also feel pretty heavy, so I'm not even sure what accent and weight we got. Sonnet or Tomo? Oh. Ooh, the black on this that's a good choice. Okay, if I had to pick one, honestly, it'd be based off of one thing only. What sound profile do I want? Sonnet gets a little bit more of that, I'd say, deeper note, while I feel like the Tomo can hit that high pitch note that I tend to like a little bit more. But I think it just really depends on what you're going for, truly. So, second stream, yeah. Okay, let's put some stuff to this side here. Little loot. Actually, we'll keep this one here in the box. And we'll need this guy, Since I last came into the stream, I've retired from my keyboards, but it's still nice to come by and... Dude, casual, I appreciate you doing that. Getting into keyboards can be kind of overwhelming sometimes, for sure. And even just like the hobby in general definitely feels sometimes overwhelming. So I get it. I do indeed get it. All right, I think that's all we really need. I don't think we're using the copper plate. I'll have to double check the build. Although this client, I think, did the build with me a different way. Although I don't know if copper, actually maybe would copper sound good? I don't think it would, but. Oh, Alex, if you somehow happen to get the chance to try them, Swag Keys caps are on point. SW Graphite, do I have a set of theirs? I'm not too sure if I do. ABS PBT blend. I've been enjoying the blends lately too. Not like 100% my favorite thing, but definitely appreciate the blends. Hold on one sec, guys. I'm just gonna double check what plate we want to do. Did we say what plate? I didn't know there'd be 2 plates in the box. Oh, I can decide. They did say I can decide the plate. Chat, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? So we're using U4Ts. It's going to be a pretty hefty Sonnet. And then we have the choice between... What plate is this? An aluminum plate or the copper plate? They are tactiles, so the copper plate could sound nice. I'm thinking if we have the choice between the two, I wouldn't mind the copper either. Okay, it looks like everyone wants to do copper. Okay, I think we're going to do copper then. Pretty positive this is copper and not brass. Let me double check. It doesn't say though. Is this brass or copper? I don't know. Oh no, this is copper. This is the copper plate. I think the brass plate is more yellow. It is copper. Yeah. I don't know. Did Mode sell a Sonnet with a brass plate? Let's put this here. Yeah, they're super similar. All right. I wanted an all copper Sonnet, but then I saw the price. Yeah, the copper one gets pretty pricey. Pretty quickly, too. Yeah. Put this to the side. So nice.
Current favorite linears? Still the KT Roses?
If I had to pick one Switch for the rest of my life, yeah, I would still pick KTT Rose. But I've been recently really liking the Nixies. And then I don't feel like they belong in every board. That's why I don't ever pick them as my first choice. But cream sodas and like the Obscuras, they're nice. But I am a firm believer, and I don't think long poles sound good in every board. I think there's like a limit to what I like with those. KTT Roses, I believe, I don't know if they're long pull, but they certainly, they do not feel like a traditional long pull. I don't think they are. If anything, I don't know. Am I wrong on that or am I right? But they're very quiet. Like, they're not as loud as something like the cream sodas and the Obscuras, even if they are long pull. I can't remember now. We'll need this. So we have our PCB, in case you guys are interested in what's going on today. We have a little PCB. Beautiful, beautiful. We have our foam. We're not going to put the foam in the traditional spot. I'm actually going to lie this underneath the PCB and plate. And then we have our plate underneath all this. Our accent and weight we're going to install last. I'm typing on Nixies right now. Solid. I need to schedule your build still. I need to sit down and figure out what day I want to do your build on. This is nice though. Like, this is a really pretty side profile, is it not? Do you guys think so? Hey, thank you, waking up. Appreciate you, dude. It's your build technically, but it's technically your build. So we're gonna do that soon. Oh man, water is so good right now. Water is super damn good right now. All right, let's get our feet out. Oh man, my posture has been so bad, guys. So, actually, wait, I wanted to turn on, you know what, fuck it. Is my face cam too dark? I forgot to turn on a light. Juan, you know what always lights up my room? Bro, when I see your chat, your name in chat here, always makes me feel like I have all the lights on in the world. Appreciate you being here, dude. Love you, man. It's fine? Okay. Water underrated for real, on God. Water is really good. I appreciate water. All right, let's put this feet on. It's been a good day, but it's also been extremely busy. I did find time to play 2.5-ish matches of Apex with one of my friends today. Like right before I made dinner. By the way, I did something new for dinner today. We ended up winning a match though. That felt good. I made flank steak for the first time ever. Like I said, I'm going through this whole thing. If you guys don't know, I mentioned this a while ago. I am trying like all the non-expensive cuts of meat because I want to see which one I end up liking the most, because steak is very, very expensive if you go for the expensive cuts. So I've been going through like every not popular primary cut, and today was flank steak. And so don't laugh at my marinade. It ended up being really good. I really enjoyed tonight's meal. But so what I did was I put a little bit of, I didn't have regular soy sauce, so I used dark soy sauce, which I later found out from my girlfriend that's apparently a little bit more strong, but ended up tasting great anyways. I didn't have any lemon juice because I wanted to put some lemon juice inside, so I improvised and I put a white wine vinegar and hear me out. I put a little bit of orange juice, a tablespoon of orange juice, and then some olive oil, and then some brown sugar. I wanted to add a little bit more salt to it at the end, but my girlfriend convinced me not to do that. But pretty solid tasting. I actually think the orange juice was a good call because you could slightly taste the sweetness from the orange. Pretty good. Add a dash of MSG and something a little parsley. I wanted to do some garlic, but I was worried it might be too strong. But yeah, I was surprised by the orange juice. That was kind of like off the cuff. It didn't call for that in the instructions that I was following. It just said lemon juice, and I was like, fuck, I don't got any. But yeah, I was pleasantly surprised, to say the least. MSG make shit good? No, I don't even know. Can you buy MSG in Canada? I was gonna do Worcestershire sauce, but I don't think my partner likes it as much as I like it. So I try to stay away from using that on things unless I'm just cooking for myself. Like tomorrow, I'm probably gonna, because dude, that cut of meat was gigantic. I have enough meat to cook lunch tomorrow with that, so I'm probably gonna make myself a little sandwich, and when I refry the steaks, I left 2 steaks more rare than the other. I'm gonna probably put some Worcestershire sauce. Has a lot of meat, huh? I'll show you what the heck is going on here? What the? Where did I put those stabs that I brought up? Hey? Did I leave them in the front? Okay, 1 second. I need to get the stabs. I thought I brought them with me. Oh, dude, this has been happening all day to me today. That's why I know I've been doing too many things today. I swear to God, I brought this little box of stabs with me. Oh, I did not. Never mind. Whoops. I don't even know what stabs these are. Well, these are Owl Lab stabs. Doesn't matter, they're all the same. We were just at Tim, he warmed us up. That's true. Dude, I have never had Wagyu other than a sample piece one time ever. So I don't, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know if that was like the best Wagyu ever, but what's on my desk right now? This board? This is called the Bulsalis. But I've never really had it. The prices of, dude, listen, I think it's just everywhere, but I'm sure it's always been like this too. I don't think I could ever justify myself picking up a piece of Wagyu meat. I'm sure it's delicious, but it's also very expensive. So I don't know. Ribeyes are fire. I think for the price, ribeyes aren't worth it. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I really think for the price, ribeyes are not worth it, dude. Oh my God, why did they glue this to the bottom? Filet mignon, if you can get them cheap, which you can, there's a trick to filet mignons though, okay? If you guys ever want those cheap, sometimes butchers, when they don't sell enough of them, they put some that oxidize on discount for like 50% off. There is nothing bad about having an oxidized piece of meat. It won't affect anything. If it does, it's super minimal. So you can pick up a dirt cheap piece of meat that's been oxidized. Flat iron's next, but I think flat iron at the butcher shop that I go to is very expensive. So that might be I have to go somewhere else for that one there. But I heard it's also a cheaper piece of meat depending on where you go. It was fun though. That was my very first time ever marinating a steak. Normally I just slap some like, you know, salt and pepper on it and call it a day, and some garlic. But I remember you got me to the keyboard hobby. Great YouTube videos. Boy Garlic. Speaking of garlic, hi Boy Garlic, how are you? Thank you so much for being here, man. Where is my lubricant? Where'd I put it? Here we go. Cave Dog. 19 months of being here, dude. Seriously appreciate you, man. Seriously. Then your butcher's selling based on hype? Yeah, probably. Because I did see that recently I've been seeing a surge of people really wanting hanger steak. And I bought a piece of hanger steak for like $19. And it was like almost 2.5 meals of how much you can cook off of it. Absolutely value. It was pretty good. And now I saw the hanger steak was like $31. So I opted to, I was going to do that again today, but I opted not to get it. Where is my, do I need anything else? No, I don't. Okay, let's do this. And then we're doing the Sonnet, so we need a total of 4. Hanger steak is one of the best cuts. It's very strong in flavor, so it might not be everyone's favorite, but I think it's enjoyable. You know what? I know what I want. I want to get my little tweezers to take these out. How'd you like the Rama Jewels? It was okay. I didn't mind it. I still have my Zeniths from Rama to build, like the one that, I know it's not Rama that designed it, but the Jewels was good. I don't think it was my favorite keyboard in the world. That's why I opted. That's the only, at the time, like I won't buy anything else from them anymore because I'm just so sick of them. But that was the only Rama board that I ended up skipping on, was the Jewels, because I had the opportunity to build it first and I didn't like it as much. Hanger and flat iron are the butcher's cuts. They don't look so pretty. Yeah, but once you like cook it, it looks good. Hanger's very beefy tasting. Yeah, you have to like that taste, I feel. So I've tried one of the dry age ones, the actual dry age, not the wet age. It's okay. It's a very, very strong flavor that you have to like. And I kind of feel like with dry age steak, I feel like it's almost an acquired taste. I really do. I didn't like it. I bought a little piece one time, and it is a little bit more expensive. Wasn't really my thing, and I'm never buying it again. Gonna keep it a buck. I don't ever think it's ever gonna make it to my tabletop ever again. It was way too beefy. But basically, the reason I even tried it was because the butcher I go to was just like, being very kind and very happy that I was shopping with him. And he just ended up, I asked for like 2 meat cuts and he's like, oh, I can give you a dry age for the same price. So he gave me 1 dry age because he was, just being kind. But yeah, it wasn't my favorite thing in the world. Dry age is just old steaks. I wonder if you can get beef bones that were part of dry age cuts. Interesting. That would be kind of neat. Oh, also for Owl Lab stabs, guys, you really don't need a lot of 205G0 for this. Very minimal. PC Alice, nice aesthetic, and hello, Bubble Tease me. Oh my god, I feel like I haven't seen your name in a while. How are you? That be GMK Finer Things? Actually, it's not GMK Finer Things. This is Kikobo Glacier. I think Finer Things is a little bit more saturated in color, right? I'm pretty sure Finer Things is like closer to Tiffany blue. This is a little bit more pale in comparison. I don't know. You're a Finer Thing? Okay, guys, please. You're gonna make me blush now, all right? Come on. Don't make me blush too much. Don't call me a Finer, please. Come on, man. Finer Things is supposed to be yeah. It's supposed to be like a Tiffany blue. Where I need to pick up this. Wait, I need what? Where I need to pick this up, bro? just like dinner things. Diner things? Oh, I think I know which. Oh, you mean finer things. Finer things I don't think you can get anymore, right? You can't pick up that set. I know English, it's okay. I understood. Picture a stock using dry aged beef bones, dried mushrooms, heavily caramelized. Okay, dirty. That is actually sounding so good right now. Please. Oh my gosh. There should have been an R2 of finer things. Was there? This might be a dumb question, but I was wondering how you access Windows on a W key. So I don't. I usually, if I need to use the Windows key and I'm using something Win keyless, I'll just bind it on a function layer of some sort. But ultimately, you don't. That's the answer usually. You can just bind it, or you can create some sort of macro for it. That's what I normally do. On a Windows computer, I never use it. This is tricky to use. I mean, actually, this keyboard's not tricky to use because it has this extra key over here. But I typically don't use Win keyless boards for this computer because it is an Apple computer and I kind of need all the buttons on the bottom because of the way that the Apple functions. I always come back to the Sonnet, just rotated mine in, so good. Oh my God, Mod Musings. I heard you released a YouTube video today and I haven't gone to go look at it yet and I feel ashamed. Mind you, I've been literally streaming what I feel like all day, but I have not gone to look at it yet. What did you YouTube video about? Or what's your YouTube video about? So nice.
Top of the morning.
Oh my God. Almond Reviews, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Top of the morning to you as well. HHKB for Mac is the way to go. I have not tried that actually. I'm very hesitant to give up a Win keyboard in place of something else for the Mac. But I don't know. I absolutely love this computer. You know, okay, speaking of computers, a little update with my desk accessories. Oh man, I gotta go watch that then. I'm gonna complain about something that's very niche, all right? Maybe anyone here maybe someone will understand. If so, raise your hand. I hate the fact that Lightroom makes it so difficult to use LUTs. It is so incredibly frustrating that it's just like you can't import them. But then you can import them on Photoshop just fine, but you can't just do it on Lightroom. So infuriating, dude. I'm like, every day I find something that there's another program that just does better. Adobe software, yeah. So I'm like very close to giving up Lightroom Classic and just making the full switch to Capture One at this point here. But Capture One does one thing that I absolutely hate, which is it can't pull data from a camera directly. You have to put it on a hard drive. Like if I have internal storage on a camera, which I do, I have 2 cameras that have internal storage, it can't pull data from that. So it can't import, which is dumb. I switched to Affinity Photo. I might switch to something else. I'm getting, like, Lightroom is just, it lacks so much in it, you know? Alex, I get the feeling you know this. How do you use Lightroom style lens correction in Premiere Pro? How do you use Lightroom style lens correction? I don't think there is a lens correction in Premiere. Is there? I don't think there is. There might be. It might be under the effects of some sort. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really use Premiere all that often. When I do use Premiere, it's very basic video editing. I am not a great video editor, but I didn't know that about Capture One. That sucks. It's the only thing I don't like about Capture One. Everything else feels so much more superior, but I can't give up the importing thing. It's so annoying. Question, how come you don't use your MacBook for streaming? The big reason I don't use the MacBook for streaming is ports. That is the only thing. So I also don't want to tear down my setup every time I want to move around with my MacBook. So what I ended up doing is I ended up purchasing the base bottom tier Mac M1. I think there's an M2 for the studio now. Is there? I'm not too sure. But I got the M1, like the base one, the basic one. And it is a dream. Like, it has been an absolute pleasure using this thing. But what's crazier is just, you almost forget sometimes of how seamless the two systems are, just because it uses this, Mac OS in your account. iCloud is just insane. What's up, Alex? How you doing, Shonas? But that's the only reason. It's just ports, and I didn't feel like tearing down everything every time. It kind of goes against my whole workflow. So where's my dielectric? Do I game on a Mac? Sometimes. I play some games on this, but there are a lot that physically can't run. Like, you just can't boot up the game. But I've heard that they're coming up with some sort of new thing that apparently the Mac's actually pretty good gaming rig. Just, you have to wait for this like little update thingy that I was told. How's the Mac in terms of editing? It's wonderful. Even though the technical side of my Windows computer should be a little stronger, works faster. It's weird how much faster the M1 chip works. I stand by the fact that the minute Apple becomes great for gaming and mobile/engineering software, it's all over for Windows. Okay, here's a story for Windows for you guys. I booted up the computer yesterday, and I needed. And Apex was yelling at me to finally update my graphics drivers. So I said, you know what, Apex, I'll update for them. I'll update them for you, okay? So I update them. Download the driver. I tell my buddy, just give me like 2 minutes to update this. It then goes, sorry, stupid user. You got to update Windows first. Bro, I had to sit there for probably 15, 20 minutes while Windows updated it. Then I had to update my graphics driver and re-download it all. So stupid. Alex hates Windows 11. I really wish I never upgraded to it. I regret doing that. Never had a Windows 11 update before? I have. I've had it twice now, where it's like costing me time. Gorilla Grips. The Loctite, do I Gorilla Grip it? Do you guys like it though? 0 issues with Windows 11? Is it just me? Am I the only person having problems with Windows 11? I don't know, I hate Windows 11. The file archiving on it is absolutely garbage too. I heard that the Mac is horrible for gaming and stuff like that, but it's good for editing. You know, I know this is just League of Legends, but I play League of Legends on whatever the resolution it sets it to natively, which seems pretty clear to me on the 5K monitor. Pretty damn good. I can't wait to see what Apple's going to do with their next iteration of the Apple Studio monitor. I'm sure, I don't know if Mod Musing is still in the chat here, or anyone who owns a Mac Studio monitor. When I tell you that I've owned and I've gotten to see some crazy good monitors, even though the specs on this monitor aren't the best, this is still the best monitor I have ever used. I'm sure the XDR Pro is also quite nice, but I don't have the money to buy that one there. But this has been a fantastic experience using this monitor. The speakers are insane. The webcam is whatever. Like, this is something I don't really care about, but it still works. It works fine. It's glossy, so I don't have to worry about the matte display making things dull. And I think that's the biggest benefit from it. I'm using the Studio monitor from Apple. What do you value in a monitor? Picture quality. Picture quality, and then another thing I now value, because I am traumatized by this now. It's a stupid thing to be traumatized by. I had purchased the Acer Predator X27, and it had the G-Sync module, you know, had all these cool things in it, and it was quite expensive at the time. Like, it was like my biggest monitor purchase ever. I buy it. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. I'm playing games, and I hear a fan spinning. And this goes on for like 3 months before I'm like, is that my computer or what's going on? The fan in the monitor is garbage for the Acer Predator. And apparently a lot of the G-Sync monitors have really bad fans in them that make a lot of noise. And it was driving me insane because then once I heard it, I then heard it even outside of playing video games. And the monitor was just so hot. And it would also make my room hot. Oh man, it's awful. Yeah, I have the XDR and it's the best monitor I've ever used. Oh man, I really wanted the XDR, but I just couldn't drop 6K on it. It was way out of my budget. So I ended up getting the studio monitor. I still really like it. I think it's genuinely such a good monitor. This is the equivalent to a gaming laptop. Yeah, it is. I'm sure that there's NVIDIA graphics cards that can use FreeSync. Thanks for warning. I couldn't live with that. Didn't even know that was a thing. Also, hi, Alex. What's up, Jar? How you doing, man? I don't know. Awful experience with that monitor. Awful experience. But I still use my Windows computer a lot. Like, I just recently upgraded the CPU cooler. I got rid of my 360 millimeter AIO, and I put in a Noctua heatsink, and it works way better than the 360 millimeter AIO. Way better. It's insane how much better it is. I'm never going back to using an all-in-one cooler for the loop, the water coolers. Never again. After experiencing this, absolutely never. Hello, are you gonna stay in place, you stabilizers? It's the one thing I dislike about these Owlab stabs. Okay, let me just get a screw prepped. How is it better? The temps are way cooler. I was actually throttling at one point, and because the CPU was getting so warm, and I double checked, I made sure the thermal paste was good. I double checked everything. I replaced the cooler at one point. Like, I had them send me over another cooler. Just, man, it just was not good. And then I eventually just got sick of it, and I just swapped it out for the Noctua, and it's been absolutely crazy how different it is and how better it is. Where's my screwdriver? Oh, right there. I was having the exact same issue as me. Dude, it was crazy. At one point, because the CPU was getting so hot, my graphics card was hitting like 95 degrees and was shutting down. Like, my whole computer was just shutting down because it was getting so hot. And after it did that like twice, I'm like, man, I can't do this anymore. Like, this is really bad. Now it barely touches. I'd say like the hottest I've seen it get now. Man, there's so many. Hold on a sec, guys. The hottest I've probably seen my CPU get now is 67, 68. And my graphics card feels that as well because it doesn't have to deal with all the heat inside the case because of that. No, it was the exact same thermal paste I used. I did not use the provided Noctua one. I used the Arctic Cool one because I've always liked that one. They're the best. So I can assure you guys it was not the paste. One stab in. I heard on one stream that you got the Noctua and it made your experience better. You don't even know how much I thought. I'm so happy for you and I'm glad. Dude, yeah, I appreciate you, Jar. Thank you, dude. Is that a polycarbonate Dolus? No, this is the Bulsa Alice. The Bulsa Alice. I have to run an AI. Oh, because it's a mini ITX? I mean, that makes sense. Sometimes you have to. I also have built one mini ITX computer ever in my entire life. And you absolutely, like that particular one, absolutely need it to run an all-in-one. I thought it was an AV4. The AV4 is a nice looking keyboard. Any thoughts on the Type K? It's nice looking. It is cool. It is hefty. I don't know if it's 100% for me. I don't know if that, I think it's okay to say I don't think that particular product is something that I would personally go all in and gush about, because I'm already not that great at typing on Alice style keywords. So I couldn't give you a better answer than I don't think it's for me, but I do think it's quite nice. It's very good quality. So I will be building the Neo 65 Daisy on, what day is it? The 25th, I believe I'm doing it. So if you did want all my thoughts about the board then, other than that, I mean, it looks cool. It does remind me a lot of the Envoy in a lot of ways. I think even, what's his name? Near Lucid pointed that out too, that it does remind him a lot of the Envoy. But it just seems to be like a very, it seems like it's going to be a very good release. QK Owlab sent you a board. Yeah, I'm also very surprised. I don't think anyone in that Discord server likes me anymore. Dude, how many vendors who had Zoom TKL all have pre-orders up? There was a lot of people that ran that board. Alex Odos Neo 65 edition? No. I just ran something like that. I don't think I'd ever do it. I'm in that Discord and I like you. Don't worry. Oh my god, I appreciate you, dude. Thank you. I mean, okay, so Mech, everyone's gonna have their own take on whatever, man. At the end of the day, I think it's ultimately, I do think it's healthy that everyone looks at every sort of opinion. You have to base it off of the extreme negative and the extreme positives and everything in between, and then kind of make your decision. But it's not for me to agree with or to disagree with. I hope that makes sense. Are you and QK okay again? Yeah, I don't think they were very happy with my take on the QK80, even though there was nothing unhappy about it other than me wishing that it had no flex cuts. It was more just people are very, very upset that I even made that comment in the first place, and just told me that if I don't like it, then don't buy it. And I was like, okay, then what's the point of getting criticism on things? That's what I didn't really understand, and that's what kind of made me more upset about the whole situation, is that's a very, very bad way to think. Oh my god, I cannot screw this in for the life of me. The QK80 without flex cuts is nice. That's the one I have. I think a lot of people ended up buying the non-flex cut version. And it's interesting though. The most interesting part about that whole experience and whole ordeal is I feel like a lot of companies now ended up realizing that, hey, we should probably add a non-flex cut PCB to our product, which we've been seeing. So, I mean, I guess it kind of worked, right? Vince side of hobby is just insane sometimes. Let's see this. 1,000 for that. God damn. Both my QK80s and QK100 are non-flex versions, and I really like them. Yeah. It's wild to me, right? Again, this is not about flex cuts. This is just about listening to feedback. If a large number of people say, hey, I would prefer this option, and then you have a large voice of people who are adamantly defending, for whatever reason, this company that they're not even affiliated with, saying, okay, well, if you don't like it, don't buy it. Don't criticize it. Don't you think it would be in the company's best interest to cater to a large crowd that's also saying, can we also have this option? It just makes sense for the business to make money. No, but I need to build my Praxis. I'm going to build the Praxis that I have soon, and then I'm probably going to give it away. Because I have it in a box somewhere. I just never built it. Dude, I got a I gotta know, do you have anything to do with Keycaps Signet? It looks like basically your colors. No, it's not my colors. It's I think Riley designed that one there. I love Neflock. But I think Signet is more of like a deeper gray, like a cooler gray and orange. Riley's really into oranges, I've noticed too. Good on Riley. Love that Riley's into that. What's the Praxis? It was a cheaper Alice style board, like a cheaper kit. I believe it's an injection molded kit that, oh, who was selling it? Someone was selling the Praxis, I just don't remember what. So nice.
Since I just got some money, I want to continue supporting my boy.
Thank you, Jar.
Thanks for the good vibes.
Thank you, man. Thanks for being here, dude. Taco or Sonnet? Sonnet. Even without the taco on it, I still prefer the Sonnet. Oh, does Space have Praxis at the moment? They weren't the ones who made it though. It was the same people who made the Constellation. But I didn't realize Reagan had that board in stock. It's a cool little, if you guys do want something that's kind of like almost looks like this, probably the Praxis. Keyboard Treehouse, that's who made it, yeah. But yeah, it was not Reagan who made it. AE boards, that's who it was. God damn. Red, what's going on, dude? How you doing, man? Ooh, nice little copper plate to go with this. What's going on? Am I not putting this on the right way? Does it go this way? That's such a shame. So this side has the brushed finish, which I don't like. And the other side is the nicer copper finish, which I do like. Why did they go this way here? I've never actually seen the copper plate in person. Not that it matters. I know some people really like their shiny plates though. You have a little plastic ring on the left of the PCB? Oh, it's okay. Just one of the washers probably fell off. Actually, you know what? Let's also remove these guys here too. These little plastic tabs. I always have struggled to take off. On my school Google account? Is that a bad thing? Should you have not done that? Oh, guys, also, quick question, really off topic, but I just thought of it for some stupid reason. When's the new Cyberpunk expansion coming out? Do you guys know? I'm finally moving into college on Thursday. Are you excited? Come on. Does it come out next month? I'm kind of excited for that game to have the expansion. I might start playing it again. I don't understand why Mode puts these things on the PCBs. I always forget to mention this and ask why there's like little stickers on these. No, the build that I'm going to be using those diamond switches on is tomorrow. We're doing a little co-stream with Geo around, I want to say 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to both build our causes at the same time. I'm unsure if Ryan's going to come because he's moving now. Hey Alex, was the transition TCAL you had on your desk yesterday built with the thick... It was not the thick PP plate. It was done with the thick PC, I believe. Was there a thick PP plate for that one there? I hate saying that out loud. But was there a thick PP plate? I don't think there was, right? I'm pretty sure there wasn't. A thick polypropylene plate. Love a good PP plate. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. You guys know what I mean. What bit is this? But made you say thick PP? Was this a ploy all along? Well, I got bamboozled then. Elquan, I'm not gonna lie, man. I was popping off. I played one game of Apex earlier. I felt good playing it. I was popping off, dude. Oh my god, is this not the right bit? I feel like this isn't the right bit for this. Why didn't Mode come up with the right bit? That is annoying. This is the right, no, that's the wrong bit. What the fuck? Is it this bit? This is the bit. I'm trying to remember how to aim on my new glass. Oh, you got the glass one? How do you like that so far? Do you feel like it's helping at all, or? I'm so curious about those glass mouse pads. Oh man, PUBG. That was my favorite battle royale ever. There was something so fun about the original PUBG. This Alice is the Bolsa Alice. Man, this Alice is like turning heads today. God damn. This is the original, oh, not original. This was the Bolsa Alice. Originally, this came out, what, like a year ago at this point, I believe. There might still be in-stock units for it. I'm not sure, though. I feel like it already delivered. PUBG was so much fun, though, man. I really enjoyed PUBG. I know we're going to need the screws later, but just to get them out of my way. I am kind of practicing for the Type K. You guys already know I am, because I feel like I'm not good at typing on this thing as is, so I'm going to try my best to learn how to type on it better. Have you tried Syracuse? I really want to try the Syracuse keycaps, but I don't really want to spend money on those ugly blue ones, the shattered ones or whatever they're called, the fractured ones, whatever they are. I really don't want to spend money on those. So I'm just gonna wait until they restock on a different color. Hey Alex, would you ever consider rebuilding the transition because there's so many different configs for it? So the answer is I would love to rebuild it, but there is a lot of time constraints that I have. Like I really at this point here can only do one build a day, like on stream. It takes a lot. Not out of me per se, but there's something about streaming a build that like tires me. Yeah, it's socially draining as well. Like it's tough, like managing a Twitch chat and then also building a keyboard and making sure I don't mess things up and all that. So I haven't really had the opportunity to do more than one a day and feel good about it. With that being said, my schedule's already pretty slammed as is. So it's tough for me to do a rebuild of something like that without feeling like I'm just stretching myself way too thin. You know? It's okay, you can mess things up for my board. Every time the Fuji gets delayed, I just replace it with a personal board and rebuild. Oh man. Alex, do you notice the Envoy tipping back when you're typing on it? Nope. Any problems that anyone else has found with the Envoy? I have not encountered, like inconsistent sound, have not encountered. I will say, which I've already mentioned a bunch of times, that I think the all aluminum Envoy, with no matter what plate you put in it, doesn't, like, it can't be screwed in all the way, or else it sounds pingy. That is the only Envoy that I think, if you want to consider that like a quirk of the all aluminum one, but you can literally just back out the screws and then suddenly it does not happen anymore. But I have not had any issues that anyone else has with any of the Envoys. And it's not just me saying that. I have literally built 4 or 5 Envoys on stream at this point, and you guys haven't seen me have those issues. No Name, thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. There would be no reason for me to even make up that I didn't have issues. In your opinion, do you think it's worth lubing? Oh yeah, I think the KT roses benefit from adding some lube for sure. My sound is great at the PC one, but if I hit a number slightly harder than normal, it tips the board. Are you using the dust pad by any chance? Again, personally have not had that issue. And I've gamed with the Envoy. I use the Envoy all the time. I am. I don't know. That's a tough one. Because if I go get all of the Envoys right now, I don't think I'd be able to tip any of them. In your opinion... Oh, I already read that one there. Also, No Name Guy, thank you so much again for the tier 1, dude. Really appreciate it. I hope you're having a good day. Lattice mounts versus the silicone mounts or whatever those material the black mounts are made of. I tried the mix matching recently because I haven't done that yet. It was kind of fun. I think there was a few configs I might go back to. I ended up switching back to the lattice blocks for now. But I think the lattice blocks are definitely the nicer ones. Pay it forward? Who do we want to pay it forward to, No Name? Who we thinking? I got an Alice board from Switch Couture. It is going to have some Sohos in there. So excited. Ooh, okay. Alex, opinion on the GMK desk mats that come with the same style as the keycaps? Wait, which ones? Which ones are those, Nav? What are you gonna dress it up with though, sir? What are you gonna put on top of it? You're putting some Soho switches inside, but what are you putting as keycaps? SLV, thank you so much for the gifted, bro. I appreciate that, man.
SLVGDVB gifted a tier 1 sub to Broccoli's.
Thank you, dude. Also, No Name, who we forwarding the comment to? Some GMK weirdo milkshakes? I haven't seen those. I have built a Jaguar. My choice? Who do we compliment here? Let's comment Mishi. Mishi, thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. All of chat. I just want to express how grateful I am for you guys being here. You guys are fantastic people. If someone hasn't told you guys this today, I'm super proud of what you guys are doing. If you guys were able to put 100%, 90%, even 50% of your best foot forward today and gave it your all, no matter what percentage you did, I'm proud. Even if you guys took a day to relax and, get your mental back up, proud of you guys. Love you dudes and everyone else here, all right? Those are from XXW stream. I saw them on her board. Oh. Yeah, I mean, dude, sometimes you can only give like 20%, but that's still a productive day. It's so hot in this room. Alex, do you think the keyboard curse of my boards will be lifted with the Haven? I hope. I really hope so. Metallic colored GMK caps. They're neat. Oh, what the fuck? Hi Alex, I am planning on building a Sonnet and I'm just gonna put some Aqua Matcha greens, but I'm in doubt with which plate. If you get a Sonnet, my 2 recommendations for you: get the plate foam, but I'll show you how to use it later. If you want to watch the stream, I'll show you. And the safest plate is the aluminum, or pick up either the carbon fiber or FR4 plate. Those are the safest plates. In fact, I would say if you've never built a keyboard before, or maybe you're just like unsure, always pick up aluminum or FR4. Safest things you could do for yourself. Easy peasy choices there. A lot of people really like CF plates just because they also look good, I find FR4 and carbon fiber tend to share a lot of the same sound properties. Because at the end of the day, both are like, what, a fiberglass composite of some sort. I guarantee you I probably bent 1 or 2 of these pins. Fuck, these kind of hurt. I need to get that Omni-type switch pusher. What do you think about Aqua Kings? Kind of enjoying them so far. Curious if there's something better. It's all preference at the end of the day. I think there are a lot of great switches on the market. I enjoyed the Aqua Kings as well. Like right now, I vibe a lot with like a Cherry Nixie or like a KTT Rose. But if you want something a little bit more in your face, Cream Sodas, Obscuras, both very nice. Have you been streaming all day? I streamed for 3 hours with you guys midday. I took a break. I went to grab some ingredients for food. made food, played 1 or 2 games of Apex, worked a little bit more, did some shipping, went to the mail, the postal office. Then I did a stream with Tim, and now I'm doing this. Tim and Angel I streamed with earlier for the podcast. So it feels like I've been working all day. I can't wait to relax after this. How are those games? I played 3 games, and I won 1 of them. So I was pretty happy. Pretty happy. Oh, you're talking about the matching desk pads to go with the sets. Yeah, I like them. They're cool. I've always been a fan of like theming out your desk. But if you want my honest opinion, I think going with a very neutral desk pad that works with anything. Like I have a very neutral desk pad on right now that works with just about everything. I wouldn't mind picking up another one of these in a different color. But also Keycaps. Keycaps are great too. I love Keycaps. They're frankly fantastic. Keycaps for the win. Yeah, Keycaps are great. Do you think it's worth to get some DCX keycaps? I have only ever used them once for a client, but never for extended periods of time. I don't know if anyone here owns any DCX keycaps and maybe wants to share some stories, but they seemed good. I have not really, well, not that I remember anyways. If I did take a closer inspection, I don't remember the results of me taking a look. Cool. Looks nice, looks nice. All right, let's put this in the case. Have you tried the clackbit switches? I have. They were really good. These are the switches I'm going to be using tomorrow. Look at the top housing on these guys. Cool, right? We're using these tomorrow. They're called Diamond Avalon switches. If I end up liking them, I'm probably going to pick up 1 more case of them. But we'll see. Only if I like them. Alrighty. Is that the new housing stem from TTC? No, this is from... I want to say JW... No, wait, no, hold on. I don't remember who this is. It's from Avalon. I don't... Let me see if I can find these for you guys. Avalon Diamond switches. I believe the only vendor that I know of is Endland Keys. Oh yeah, okay. Eric's posted the photos I took. Here, I'll get you guys a link. Oh my god, I don't think they're out for sale yet. They are 69 cents a switch. They had to pick 69. And then they are a 3.8 millimeter total travel, 2 millimeter pre-travel, 58 gram bottom force, which they don't really feel like that because I believe they're longer springs. Single stage spring. They come pre-lubed, which I didn't like the pre-lube on them. I definitely felt like it needed to be a little bit better. And the manufacturer is WPJ and NL's own mold. So I am not sure who is the manu for these at all. WPJ. I'm not too sure who that is. But they're cool looking switches. So they're very cool. They sent me some and I was like, dude, these are so pretty. Are they TTC's new molds? That makes it even better actually, because I quite like TTC switches. Thank you, Dirty. Appreciate that though, man. You've seen them before in Z Frontier? That's kind of cool though. So the Mode Obscuras were designed with a longer spring, and typically even a 58 gram long spring, because I believe this is also technically 58, and it's also a longer spring. They never feel like 58, which is fine because I don't think I would want anyone to deal with like a super light spring, but I prefer on the lighter side of the long springs. TTC definitely tries new stuff a lot, which I commend them for. TTC's been really cool with switches. They've been very, very awesome with that kind of stuff. All right, let's start assembling our Sonnet. We move our PCB assembly to the side, and let's start taking this guy here apart. With pink robins and NK PBT caps, like you had built a while, but my spacebar sounds a lot deeper than what the... You want to know the honest truth? PBT versus ABS. Using a PBT spacebar probably sounds a lot different than an ABS spacebar. Also, did you end up putting the foam on the bottom of the keyboard? For whatever reason, this keyboard really works. Like, and it does not sound very foamy at all with the bottom foam at the bottom. I'll show you guys right now. Like, I'm literally going to build this keyboard up and show you how I typically would build it. I don't really care for PBT stuff much these days. Some people love PBT keycaps, and you know what? It's all preference, and it's important to remember that. But, bro, I've been so not into PBT these days, man. If I see ABS, I'm going ABS. Any day of the week. Any day of the week. Where is my dotted board? It was a PBT spacebar. I tried a GMK one and it helps, but I don't know, GMK texture doesn't feel right on my hands. That's totally fair. That's actually a very common complaint I hear about GMK stuff. People don't like the ABS feel. People really don't care for it, which is totally fair, totally fine. You can not like something. The Zoom TKL is happening? What? Wait, wasn't there already a Zoom TKL? The Zoom 80, wasn't it? Different bit. It's the one complaint I have about this keyboard. Too many bits. Zoom TKL hitting pre-orders at like 3 vendors. The Zoom... Was it the Zoom 75? It did really well. And I don't mean to like be negative, but I'm very curious as to why it did so well. My thought is it probably did really well because of the price point, the colors, the insane amount of options that you can buy, being even like the flex cuts and whatnot, and probably the LCD screen. Like, I think that's also probably its biggest selling point, which people probably went nuts for. So... very interesting, though. Very, very interesting. Screens are hot right now. They really, really are. They're so, so hot right now. So much like foam residue from the box. That looks so cool. I'm so glad they made it so you can install this both ways. This side cam is so dark right now. I don't know why. So glad they gave that feature. Is it this bit? I don't remember what bit this is. Nope. Yeah, you can install it both ways. They realized a lot of people didn't like the, like, this is cool, and then they just made it so it goes upside down, which is fine for the polycarbonate version. But some people wanted it this way here for the insides too. Is it this screw? It's this screw here. Have you tried the ceramic keycaps? Funny enough, someone just mentioned that. I really want to. I don't think they have the... I don't like that blue version that they have in stock currently. Unless they've restocked in the last few days that I've checked. Because I would think I would just want an all white set or an all black set. I don't think I want like the blue crackled version or whatever it's called. That doesn't really appeal to me at all. Crazed? Yeah. Do you know when the restock is? I'm genuinely interested in trying them. Oh, the black looks nice on this, actually. Very nice looking. Pretty. I bought the Craze only because I'm going with an ice theme board. That makes sense then. There's nothing totally wrong with them, you know, but for me, I have nothing that would work on. I don't really own a lot of blue. I'm not really into blue myself. It's not really my color. Oh, there's gonna be new colors? Interesting. I've been lurking for the last hour. Hi, Alex. Hello, how are you doing? By the way, guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for the subs. Really appreciate you guys. New here, what do you think about TKD shaking up the keyboard space? I saw Simon stream upload and they were bummed. They were bummed? Wait, who was bummed? Okay, I actually have an opinion on that, which might vary from Simon. I respect Simon. I love him. I think he's a great guy. My opinion is I don't think TKD is shaking up the keyboard space as much as people think they are. I've already stated this opinion once before, but I'm going to go for it again and just kind of talk about it. Think about it, okay? I think a lot of people are like, this is going to be like, this is the new thing. Like, I think competition is healthy, obviously. But what I think TKD did right was they basically said, okay, here's everything everyone's been asking for. Let's just put it in a keyboard that's still in that budget price realm, or whatever you want to call it, entry level. Budget's not a great word. I shouldn't use that. And then let's sell it and make it cool. And they did that. And I think, hear me out, if any of the other entry-level keyboards that have come out in the last year and a half simply didn't stuff it with unnecessary things like flex cuts, foam, and I'm not shitting on those things, I'm just saying that's not what our market wants. If they didn't stuff the keyboards with those and force you to buy those particular things, even the 1.2 mil PCBs, etc., I think they would have all done well. But nobody did that until right now. And on top of that, you get like ease of assembly using the catchball system. You get cool colors. It's cool. Like, you get some fun features with the keyboard as well. But nobody just made a simple keyboard that was a decent price, that was high quality, with basic parts. There was like nobody doing that. Nobody. And I think just TKD just took advantage of that gap in the market, and was like, why don't we just do it? So, and yes, they are shaking up the space, but I don't think they're shaking up the space like people are kind of like, I don't think makers are going to be like shaking in their boots being like, how do we beat this? I think it's just going to be an opportunity for some vendors and designers to reevaluate what sells and what doesn't inside the market. I don't think what was released was groundbreaking. It's smart, you know? By the way, I'm a little sad since I got my Pluto and it was half broken. I don't think badly of KBD fans, but I just don't go... Wait, what happened to it? The weight was curved like a banana? What the... Jar, I hope you get that resolved, dude. What is TK doing and worth getting? It's the Cycle 7. The Cycle 7 that everyone's been talking about, along with the Pluto. Like, the unfortunate thing is the Pluto's still a nice board. And I think a lot of people are also discrediting the Pluto, which is fair, whatever. Like, you can have your opinions. But there is a difference in some stuff there. Would you pick up the Cycle 7 for $50 over the Neo? I don't know. You know, Tim really likes the Cycle 7. Tim really, really enjoys it. I think the Cycle 7 is great. I don't think it's going to be my daily, though. Like, I don't know. I don't think it is. But everyone's going to be a little different. Everyone's going to have different feelings and opinions. Oh my god, these little blockers are like piss me off right now. Here we go, got one. KBD promised to send me new parts. It was good customer service. Oh, that's good. Hopefully it's really fast, dude. Hopefully it just gets to you and then you can start your keyboard journey with that. KBD fans is usually pretty good with things, I find. So no need for peeps to worry about the hobby being doomed. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I think another opinion I have as well, I also am a firm believer in just having a fun build experience. And I think the Cycle 7 hits that note for me as well. But in the same regard, I'm also just I'm a big advocate for just having fun with your hobbies. So if buying the Cycle 7 brings you some good fortune there in terms of fun, and if buying another board that's twice as expensive, maybe less features, makes it fun for you, then just do it. Do what makes the hobby enjoyable for you. Don't listen to what anyone's saying. Like, obviously, within some sort of human aspect, yes, you can listen to people for a review and stuff, but I would not concern yourself. If you're enjoying it and someone tells you shouldn't enjoy it because of X reasons, don't listen to them. Beautiful. So if anyone's wondering, I am putting the PCB foam here instead of doing a stack mount. I'm also not going to screw it into the top mount. I just feel like this works so well. I 100% agree. I think people rush into the hobby and burn out because of all the hype. Yeah, people. I don't mean to make this assumption about anyone, right? But what I find from the people who tend to leave this hobby, usually not in good spirits, are people who tend to treat this hobby like a way to invest money, first of all, and also who come into this hobby rushing to buy whatever everyone else is saying is the best thing.
Halfway to a full year, Alex, less than 3.
Are these pens bent? Thank you so much, 25. Appreciate you, dude. What the fuck is going on with this daughter board? Wrong way. God damn it. Stupid me. There we go. God, my nose was itching so much. I did put the case foam underneath, yeah. This is like my preferred way to build the Sonnet. Ends up getting some like pretty deep tones, which is nice. Man, I actually really like the black accent on this. It's kind of nice. Between the feel of PBT and ABS. Do you mean like the texture of it? I feel like PBT is a bit more gritty and rough, while ABS can be a bit more smooth and tends to like be smoother over time. That's what I tend to find is the case with that. Is the bottom foam necessary? I like the way it sounds. I've built one or two of the brass bottom ones now, and I tend to still like putting the foam there just for good measure. But I like it a lot. You don't need to put it, but I certainly like it. Here's the side profile of the Sonnet with the brass bottom. Ooh, this is a nice colorway. That is pretty cute. Yeah, that curve of the Sonnet, man, this is Mode's most beautiful board. The Envoy is still pretty, but this still beats it. I don't care what anyone says. Your bottom is still better? Oh my gosh. Don't make me blush. Yeah, the stems were a good choice here. I really do wish, though, Mode decided to not put the brushed copper side this way and decided to go with the same texture as the bottom of the case for the plate this way. I don't necessarily love that. Alex, I use your Sonnet mounting style and mine really enjoy it. Yeah, a lot of people have messaged me saying that they love mounting the Sonnet that way there. Okay, I'm not gonna tune the stabs yet. Let's find some keycaps and put those on first, and then I'll tune these. The copper bottom would look so nice with the dark gray. Oh yeah. I mean, isn't this not the copper bottom? Oh, this is the brass. The copper bottom would look way better. I love that orangey tone of the copper, so. It is beautiful. Keycaps. do I want to use? Hey, you guys want to do something fun today and use taro? I feel like I haven't used taro in such a long time. I don't know how this will look though. Will this look good? No? Monica, I feel like we use it all the time though. I feel like we use it always. Ew. Oh, okay, you know what? Someone said ew. I gotta change it off. Norse could look good. Do I have Norse on something already? Let me double check. How about GMK Noir? How about Noir? Does Noir sound good? Easy peasy set. Someone's yelling outside. Okay. Bring back Taro. Taro did seem fun, but nobody wanted it, so I'm not going to press everyone about it. Oh, I put these in the wrong spot. It's a good thing this is hot swap. For some reason, I thought this was a 6.25 we're building today, but it's not. Good thing it is hot swap. I can't believe you didn't use Greg. Please. I'm Gregged out, guys. You guys have been making me use Greg way more often than I'd like. Like, way more often. I'm very Gregged out right now. Those U4Ts look different from the new versions. How do the new versions look? Are these older or something? I don't know. These came from, I don't have the bag right now with me, but I don't remember where I put it. But they came from, oh God, R&D KB? Adam, calm down. I miss Greg. Oh my God. How do you guys miss Greg? It's been like a day. Which set is this? It's the right spacebar? No, it's not. This is GMK Noir. Very pretty set. Actually, let's put this here. Very, very pretty set. It was designed by Marcia. One day without Greg feels like 1 year. God damn. What do you think about streaming on a Mac Studio? I recently started streaming on a Mac and I kind of miss my PC. I stream on a Mac every day, so I like it. I have no quarrels with it. I think it's awesome. Right now I'm streaming on the Mac, so. I personally have not felt a difference between switching. And the only difference I have noticed is one small annoyance, which is still better than the issues I was facing on Windows, which is the way that Mac deals with color. It is, oh, that is the wrong one here. That's the 0. Mac deals with color via color sync, and color sync is just not good. It is not very good. Why am I putting all the keycaps in here? What am I doing, guys? Color sync sucks. Drink up. Got you, dude. What was it that made the Cycle 7 good? Price for innovation? Price and having a good set of parts inside its keyboard without having to lean into any sort of what I like to call temporary trends. It's just a classic keyboard that works really, really well for what it is. What do you guys think made the Cycle 7 so hyped up? What earphones you rocking? Little Campfire Andromedas, you know? Layout and price? Yeah, these are little campfires. Little Campfire Andromedas, but they're all banged up. One day I'll pick up a new pair of IEMs. Okay, I definitely need to put some more lube into these. I was very light with dielectric grease because I was a little... You can hear it's rattling. I was a little worried that these were going to be a little bit too much. Do you wear IEMs in public? I wear my AirPods. I don't like bringing these in public though. The exotic FRL TKL added to some of the hype. Do you think so? I mean, that would make a lot of sense too. I think a lot of people really wanted that layout. I think that does make some sense. I can already tell copperplate is gas. It sounds nice with these tactile switches for sure already. I'm excited to type on this. Very, very excited. I am more interested in the Navi. I mean, that's fair. The Navi is still an interesting little board. I'm really tempted to pick up the PC Constellation. Constellation was a pretty classic board too. Little on the pricey side, but if you like it, you like it. Who's gonna stop you, right? For me, I picked up a Cycle 7 due to the price, ease of build and sound. That's the one big thing that the Cycle 7 to me has going on, is just it's so easy to put together. Like there's not really much to think about. You just build and it's gonna be good. Which is really cool. Actually, what do you guys think? Accent or no accent here? What do we do? No accent's cleaner? Let's take this off. Oh wait, I have a nice wooden thing that Reggie made me. Hold on, let's use this instead. Look at this beautiful keycap holder. Look at this. Just hopped on, sorry for mention. Are those IEMs the Andromedas? Yes, they are. Campfire Andromedas, they are the 2021 versions, I think. I would like to get some updated IEMs. I still love these, but I just don't have any other working IEMs right now. And I would genuinely like to have a pair just in case these go die one day, because I've used these quite a lot. So I am kind of worried. I don't know what IEMs I'd want to pick up though. And the few that I've looked at are still kind of pricey. So will you add them? You'll take them, easy peasy, no questions asked. You'll do me that solid. Did I move that page down? I think I did. The Audio Monarchs. So, I had those. They're literally behind me. The Monarchs broke. They stopped working one day. And I also picked up a pair of, oh God, I picked up another pair of really highly rated IEMs. And I just stopped using those ones there because I found them to be, they started to become a little uncomfortable. They started off great, like they were so comfortable. And then for whatever reason, as time went on, they weren't. 64 audio U12Ts, aren't those really expensive? Icky versus Cycle, oh man, I would pick the Cycle. But that's not to devalue the Icky at all. The Icky's still a really cool keyboard. I have no problems with the Icky. Ever thought of the Bluetooth modules? I have them. I don't use them because they lag a little bit and it throws me off with audio cues that I have like all set up for my stream. So I just decided to not use those anymore. I'm not a fan of the Minimal Legends icons all the way. You don't like these? I love them. I think they look so nice on these. Let me finish building it, and then I think we can kind of get a better idea what they look at. What's up, man? It's 4:30 a.m. Oh, man. You're staying late with us here. Appreciate you swinging by, though, bro. Appreciate it. So I had the Zens. That's what I had. The Zens up. Those ones there are pretty decent, but they just became uncomfortable to me. I haven't heard of the Canon 2s, and I've heard of the Dunu Vulcans, though. I don't know if I'd want to invest in the Monarchs after my first one's broke. I'm like so turned off by it at this point. Moondrops. I heard the Moondrop. Fuck, what are they called? It's like a weird name for the Moondrop. Moondrop samples? I think that's what they're called. I heard those are supposed to be pretty good. So I'm like considering perhaps picking one of those up. Not the Arias. I think they're called the samples. What am I missing? The plus sign? And the number 2. I don't know. Or the variations. That's the one. Sorry, not the samples. Variations. I don't know how I got those two mixed up, but I heard those are pretty good. Was very highly considering picking up those. I think I mixed 2 keycap sets up because I have like F keys. How did that happen? Oh well. Use the funny tree. Yeah. Who makes good IEMs? Man, if you just want a good pair of IEMs that I feel like work, I feel like Moondrop's been like everyone's go-to. Well, I want to just tune this stab up a little bit. I think the spacebar is good. I can only really tell after a day or two, but all right. This actually looks sick with this keycap set on it. The black accent makes this. Oh, this turned out pretty nice. So this is the Sonnet with a brass bottom and a copper. Was it brass or I don't know if it was also brass. I can't remember now what the inside was. I think it was also brass inside. And then we're using the black accent for the top with GMK keycaps, U4T switches that have been modded with some lube, and then also we've added 70-gram springs, copper plate, as well as we're using a variant of like a stack mount for this. Ooh, what's up, Trill? How you doing? Little HJ test for you guys. Little DN. Ooh. All right, let's give this a little go. I'm not going to plug it in right now, but... That is really nice. Really? I actually like the alphas more than I like the spacebar Atom. It's super stiff. I mean, it's going to be stiff. We're using a copper plate. Why do I like the foam stack mount that you use, or why do I like it? Or what do I like about it? Debating whether I want to rebuild mine. So I just personally think it rounds out the entire build, gives the board some deeper notes without making it sound like, to me, this doesn't really sound foamy. That's why I like doing it this style here. Thank you guys for the follows and the subs, by the way, tonight, guys. I really appreciate you guys. It's turned out nice. Turned out really, really nice. With no desk pad? Okay, it's a little awkward like this, but dude, I've been really vibing no desk pad though. Just letting you guys know. Oh god, this is so heavy. Ugh. It's a lot louder in your face with no desk pad. Crazy spacebar. Sounds nice. I'm gonna tune up the spacebar a little bit more GS3. I just need to go open up a new tub of GS3. There's always gonna be a sound difference between each row. Just so everyone's aware too. Because I see this misconception with keyboards a lot. Every row is going to sound different. Like, every row is going to sound different from the row underneath it. There's no keyboard that sounds universally the same. So, my side camera's a little darker today. I don't know why. I think I nudged it by accident. But, it looks nice. Looks really, really cool. I really like the side profile of this. Just like a very, very stealthy looking build with the gunmetal. Copper's nice because it's different. It is different. Very different. Thoughts on the Jaguar? I think it's a nice board. I really like building it. I wish I got to keep it. I really do. Alright though, guys. That's pretty much the stream today. I am exhausted. We did a co-working stream, then a podcast, and now this. I think it is time for me to go sit down and relax because I am also sweating. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is so hot. Let's go find someone to raid. Really appreciate you guys spending so much time with me today. Let's go raid Stacy. She's doing, I believe, a charity stream. I am crazy happy that you guys spent so much time with me today. Like, it is insane. We're gonna do another stream tomorrow. Me and Gio are co-streaming, not in the same room again. That was unfortunate that we couldn't do that ever again. Well, maybe we'll do it one day in the future, but we're gonna be doing like a squad stream, I believe it's called. But we're gonna be building our Kazes together. That means I have to go dig my Kaze out from my boxes. Can't wait to do that with Gio tomorrow. It's gonna be so much fun. Enjoy Stacy's stream. Thank you guys for being here. Love you guys. Have a good night. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.